Hello students, welcome to Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Today we are going to learn with the 8th part of business services. Today we are going to start fire insurance, meaning and in its types. Students, first we are going to learn the meaning of fire insurance. A fire insurance is a contract or an agreement whereby the insurer, in return for a consideration, undertakes to indemnify the insured against the loss of the property due to fire. It means it's a contract or agreement between the two persons, that is insurer and insured, where they do the contract or agreement that if in case there is a loss due to fire, then they can claim it. Any property which is subject to damage by fire can be insured against fire. The loss due to fire, lightning, and explosion is also covered by fire insurance. Types of fire insurance policies. First is the valued policy. Under this policy, value of the subject matter of insurance is agreed at the time of making the contract. The insurer has to pay specific amount or value irrespective of the amount loss due to fire. Valued policy is taken for those goods whose value becomes difficult to calculate in case of loss by fire. It means before occurring of the fire only the value of the goods is taken, so that if in case at the time of fire it's become difficult to find out the value, then you can at least find out what is the exact value of that particular product. For example, policy can be taken for an artwork, that is painting, or you can say for any kind of sculptures or any of the antique products. For that policies, you can find out the amount before the loss, so that at the time of loss you can find out what is the value of the products. Second is the average policy. It is a policy which contains an average clause. If the subject matter is not insured as per the exact market value, or it is undervalued, then the insurer is liable to pay that percentage of loss for which it is insured. For example, if a policy is taken for rupees 1 lakhs against the market value of 2 lakhs, and the loss incurred due to fire is 15,000, then the insurance company will pay only 25,000. Here, because the policy is taken for almost 50% of the market value, so that's why if there is the loss, then 50% will be payable according to the market value of goods. Next is the specific policy. In case of specific policy, the property is insured for the definite sum irrespective of the market policy. If there is a loss, stated amount will have to be paid by policy holder. In this policy, the actual value of the subject matter is not considered. For example, a property of rupees 1 lakh is insured for rupees 75,000 and the loss due to fire is rupees 40,000, then the insurance company will pay 40,000 in full as compensation. Though your insurance is taken for 75,000 but actual loss is 40,000, then insurance company will pay only rupees 40,000 as a compensation. Next is the floating policy. This policy is taken for the goods which are lying at different locations or godowns or warehouses. A businessman has warehouses at different places, so all the places are covered under one insurance. Since the quantity of goods lying at different locations fluctuates from time to time, it becomes difficult for the owner to take specific policy. So businessmen or traders take fluctuating policies. Such policy is taken for some and one premium for goods lying at different places is paid. Next is the excess policy, where the value of goods or structure or stocks fluctuates, then excess policy may be taken by insured apart from normal policies. The insured will take two policies. One policy for the amount below which the value of stock does not fall. It means one policy where there is a minimum limit. It means our stock doesn't fall below the 1000 amount. And another policy to cover the excess value by which the price of the goods fluctuates. For example, if the value of stock ranges between 1,50,000 and 2 lakhs, then one policy is taken for 1,50,000 and another policy for the excess amount, that is the 50,000. So student, first point, one policy for the amount below which the value of the stock does not fall is rupees 1,50,000 and the excess amount is the 50,000. So we took the policy in a two-way. Next is the restatement policy. This is a type of policy where the insurer undertakes to replace the property or goods lost by fire. In this policy, instead of paying compensation for the property lost by fire, the property is replaced. While paying the compensation, the depreciation amount of the policy is not taken into consideration. The rate of premium is higher in reinstatement policy. Next is the comprehensive policy. Normally, a fire insurance policy does not cover losses due to riots, war, etc. However, this policy covers a lot of risk under single policy. The risk may be loss of goods due to fire, explosion, earthquake, floods, etc. Next is the consequential loss policy. The fire insurance is originally purchased to indemnify the material loss only. The intangible interest was not indemnified. Thus, the consequential loss policy includes the loss of tangible and intangible property. So it's like exceptional where both the properties are included. This policy provides an indemnify to the insured for the loss of net profits, payment of standing charges, and expenditure in respect of increased cost of working. Next is the sprinkler leakage policy. Sprinkler leakage policy covers damage to property caused by automatic sprinkler system that has leaked or discharged water accidentally rather than in response to fire or smoke. However, the discharge of leakage of water due to heat caused by fire, repair, or alteration of building, earthquake, war, explosion are not covered by this policy. Thank you, students.